Okay, now I've started out going up a hill, and so it says 82, now it says 81. The power on the meter says about 20 kilowatts, which isn't that much. The car can go up to 80. I've never gotten it over 40 though. And if I let go, you can see the regen braking. And if I apply the brakes, you get even more. But there will be some regenerative braking even when you're not applying the brakes. And there are two modes, one called the Eco mode, which allows you to get more regenerative braking even when you're not applying the brakes. But I have mine in drive mode, as you can see from the dash. And that number, the 4.4, is the miles per kilowatt hour that I'm getting as of the last time I reset it, which was almost 15 miles ago. So the last 15 miles I've been getting pretty good. 4.4 is pretty good. I've gotten as high as 5.2, and on the highway as low as 3.2. But there's my range. Now watch, I'm going to go down a hill. There's a hill coming that I'm going to go down. And as I go down the hill, you'll watch that 80. It'll go up. Okay, here we go. I'm now going down a hill, and the regenerative braking is working. I'm applying no brakes, and I'm getting about 10 kilowatts of regenerative braking. We're already up to 82, still going down the hill. This is a fairly long hill, probably a half a mile. No, not applying any brakes. Now if I apply the brakes slightly, you'll see the regen go up. Now about 20 kilowatts. Now I'm going around the corner. And now we're up to 83. Even though I've gone almost a half a mile, I've gained about 84 now. And those dots up at the top of the dash, right up there, as those dots move to the right, you're using more power. As they move to the left, you're using regenerative braking. It's just a kind of a very general way of knowing how much power you're using. But I really like this this energy info screen. Gives me everything I want to know. So I'm up to 85 miles of range now. I've gained 3 miles, and yet I've gone about a mile. I love that. But now you know if you're going down a hill, you're going to have to eventually go up a hill. So you'll lose it all eventually. Yeah, it's about 6:30, and we're on daylight savings time now. So it's getting dark, but I thought this might be a good time to do it, twilight near sunset, because it wouldn't be too bright. So here's the console showing 87 miles now. Wow. And down here on the console to my right of where I'm steering is the shift lever, which right now is in drive. You can see the light lit up where it says drive. And I'm on navigation right now. So I'm going to let you see that in a moment. Okay, right down here, this button right here, this blue button, if you push that, it gives you the energy screen. I'll push it. And the one I like is Energy Info, which is the upper right button, and that gives me the screen that I've been looking at the whole time I've been filming. In the upper right, there's Map up here. I'm going to push Map, and that gives me my route that I'm taking, and I have laid in a course for where I'm going, and you'll hear it come up in a few minutes. And it will say where I'm going. I'm in Meriden, Connecticut. And probably in about
turn onto Cook Avenue.
So it's telling me to take a right turn onto Cook Avenue, then it shows a blow up. You see that part on the left where it's black? It's showing me a blow up of the road. I know a lot of people have these Garmin and TomTom navigational GPSs, but I've never had one before, so this is kind of new for me. But it's a lot of fun. So I'm now coming up to the turn I need to make, but not quite yet. It will tell you exactly when you're supposed to make the turn. There'll be a ding. Now this is probably commonplace for most people, but for me I found it kind of interesting. And in the upper left there it'll say 1/10 of a mile, and it will say the road that I'm supposed to go right on.
Turn ahead onto Cook Avenue.
See? So you really can't miss it. So here we go. It'll ding, listen. Saying that means your right is right here. So I'll tune you in a little bit later. Let's just see. I've gone, it was almost 15 miles when I started, 17 and 86. What's 17 plus 86? It's 103 miles. So that's even better. I've never taken the car out in 76-degree weather, which is what it is right now, so I have no idea what to expect for range. But my entire trip's about 34 miles. I want to see when I get done if it says 66 miles. I'll tune you in at that point. So I'm going only about 25 miles per hour. I like the digital display on the top here, where it shows the speed, time, temperature, and then if you've been making trees. I guess the car is called a Leaf, so it's just a clever little thing. It's actually making another tree. You can see the foundation of the tree right in the middle there. So by the end of my trip, I might have 2 or 3 trees built up on the right there. It's a gimmick, but it is kind of cute. And the pickup on this car is quite good. I'm not going to show you right now, but you know, you can get going pretty quickly. I'm going 30 already, but I was going around some other cars. I'll tune you in a few minutes.